All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observation, and entertainment. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And they did not stop the meeting. So that should be it. Miss Summer, what's going on? Holla at your boy.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, as you know, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood. Would you be my neighbor? Same question to you. I know that you're a public sector employee, but I also know you've done some other independent contracting work. Um, what is the concept of loyalty to you?
Hmm. Nowadays, with the way things are, I think loyalty would come into play if it's your own business. If it's a family business or something that you want to pass down a generation, I think loyalty plays a big part in that. As far as working for a corporation, uh, that is a little bit difficult. You would hope that you would love to retire from a job. That's something that a lot of, I guess, well, I'm speaking for myself, you aspire to retire from a job, but you have companies that they really don't pay you what you're worth. So there's a lot of um I don't know how you say it. That I see a lot of job coaches and people that help with life skills. They'll tell you sometimes it's good to kind of reach out, you know, look around, see if somebody will pay your worth. You have all this experience, you worked in this field all this years, these amount of years, and uh, you in with the economy, food, gas, everything, you know how much it costs to live. So you want to be really compensated for your knowledge and your time. So a job coach I just recently saw told someone to stay at a job for about a good 5 years, then kind of reach out and look around and see if someone is offering, now that you got 5 years under your belt, you might be able to make double than what you're making now to kind of reach out and keep steadily climbing to get the max. So I don't know. I think loyalty plays more of a part with a family business. I would expect that with a family business more so than a corporation. So just me.
No, I got you, and I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate your answer.
I
That's
like what she said. I like what she said about the family situation. I question, or maybe this is just a statement. When I know I watch a lot of I don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch television, and you see all of these shows where the family has a business, and then the family stays within the business, but it's always somebody that's working because they are loyal to their family. They're working in their business and really doesn't want to. How do you feel about that type of situation? Anybody on the panel can answer that. If you have a family business, like for instance, a restaurant, and somebody wants to be a photographer, or they want to be a doctor, or they want to be something else other than working in that restaurant, but they stay with the family because of the loyalty of family versus the loyalty to the company, and they want to live their lives. How do you feel about you still having loyalty for that family and not living your dream or following your dreams?
I think I can
Anybody?
answer that, Pearl. Well, we ain't had no family business, but we're trying to build one. Um, you gotta sometimes, as parents, you're constantly evaluating your children to know what they can and can't do. Our biggest issue is sometimes we misplace trust in our kids, and or we want them to be us so bad. We want them to be us so bad that um we make we force them to do something they really don't want to do, and then yeah, they'll do well while you're around, but once you let it go, they don't really care about it. So they're not gonna. They might say, yeah, it's a legacy, but it's not a legacy I wanted. So yes, loyalty. You should want to be loyal to your family, especially in business. However, your your business dynamic will run like your family dynamic. So that's why it's important that your interpersonality, interpersonal relationship within your family is important, whether your business succeeds and goes on. um, that's one of those things that, leaving, like I said, leaving a legacy. A legacy is not a legacy if it's gone by the next generation. And there are families, even from the 1900s, about 125 years ago. There were like 12 or 13 big families, and their names are on buildings, and they got universities, but now you never heard of them. Like, um, for example, the Vanderbilt family, big railroad magnate, they got a university named after him. One of the heirs was Gloria Vanderbilt, Anderson Cooper's mother. Do you think they still have that level of money, that obscene level of money they had back then? So it's important, a lot of times you as a patriarch or matriarch has to, if you want a legacy, you have to build it. It ain't not, there's nothing that you can buy, nothing you can give that'll make your child love something as much as you do, or something they do as much as they would, something they love more than something than you can love it. So it's a lot of things we don't talk about within, especially between the generations. We
Yeah.
don't we may push forward and give advice, but some advice would not be taken because of factors like pride, and she thinks she always right. I remember, Chuck, I remember when I talked to your youngest son, and we've had this conversation. Basically, my oldest nephew, um, he hated to hear his mother talk to him because his mother would tell him the truth, and he wasn't necessarily ready for the truth. So I pulled him to the side. I was telling her, I advised her, I said, don't you say it, tell somebody else to say it, and then he'll listen. Because you're like, why isn't he not listening to me? I said, because he's tired of you being right all the time.
Work too.
um,
It worked, and I take that I speak about that advice to other people. When you speak to people that won't listen to you, tell it to somebody else and have them mention it to that person. I bet you they'll receive it better from someone else than the person that they love.
and that's, I brought that up to saying that's when, as we're getting older within our families and we're becoming the senior people in our families, we have to look at that. What are we leaving behind? Not monetarily, but what are we leaving behind in terms of work ethic? Because my sons are not bums. I'm happy about that. I just wanted my sons to be productive citizens. I'm happy that that 2 out of 3 work. Of course, my middle son cannot work. He wants to work, but he's intellectually disabled and on the spectrum, so he can't do what his other brothers can. But my point is that, are we showing family, to me, family loyalty, and it could be a family business, could be just family, is the respect you have between the generations. That is loyal. I mean, because we shouldn't blindly follow people because they're related to us. We should not be scared to share honest and direct feedback to be able to grow. That is loyalty. Being able to impart your wisdom and listen sometimes, because sometimes as we get older, we don't think we can be wrong. So it gets harder for us to see that, especially coming from our children, or those who can see you outside of you. So that's one of those things that DFG's feel good moment and that's also brought to you by the Real Golden Girls. I'm gonna pass it on to Chocolate Pearl, see if she can drop some pearls of wisdom with respect to loyalty.
Um,
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.